1979 brought us the Sony Walkman. Now, most sociologists would tell you that we hit peak individualism. You see, you could take the Walkman and shut out the world out there. So if you didn't like what you heard, if you didn't like the people around you, if you didn't like the noise of traffic, you just put on your Walkman, you listen to your own song, you create your own reality. But what I recognized for myself with the Walkman and later on with the AirPods is that I was using these types of things not only to shut out the noise out there, but shut out the noise in my own heart. And what I'm talking about is my own emotions, how I felt, my own anger and grief and bitterness. But what we see is that Jesus, who's the perfect man, did not do that. In fact, in Mark chapter 14, verse 33, as we deal with Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane and as he is considering his own death, his response to his impending death is not shutting out all the noise out there. You see, Jesus knows that he is about to be falsely accused, dragged off to a cross, tortured, frankly, mutilated. He is about to be killed. And at that moment, what we see in Mark chapter 14, it says that Jesus is horrified. When we say that Jesus is horrified, what we're saying is that Jesus, who is God and also perfect man, is horrified, but he lets himself be horrified. He doesn't shut it down. He doesn't pretend that this is not the reality that he's facing. He knows how bad this is. Now, some of you guys are nervous at this moment, right? Like your entire life is built on keeping it together. You don't tell your friends and your family and your children and your coworkers, I don't have it together. No. You tell them, you can count on me. And you also look at the culture around you and you see how they deal with it, and you don't agree with that. You see what I see, that the culture deals with it in one of two ways. Either as emotional anarchists or emotional atheists. So as emotional anarchists, what I mean is that I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm bitter, and I'm just going to throw that on you. You get to deal with what I'm going through. You get to experience my pain. You deal with it. All right? That's Gen X. That's my generation. That's our brand. Emotional atheism says, what? You have desires, you have wants, you have needs? Well, the problem is that you allow yourself to have emotions and express them. You need to lock that down. Either one of those expressions is not right. But Jesus, what he does is he takes what he's going through. He recognizes what's happening. But then, at this moment, he puts it into the stronghold of prayer. He brings it to his Father, his Abba Father. It says right there in Mark 14, when Jesus begins to pray, he refers to God as Abba Father. Abba is just another word for Daddy. And he says to his Daddy Father that's in heaven, he says, remove this cup from me. That's just another way of saying, I don't want this. I know what the cross is. I know the pain I'm going to experience. I know that I'm going to be falsely accused. And Daddy, Father, I don't want this right now. He is dead honest with his dad. He puts it all out there. So now you know you have a Daddy Father who will strengthen you, who will receive all of your pain and will comfort you. And that's what I want you to know. Now, this Sunday, as a part of our Harvest community, we're going to be speaking on the God of justice. Last week, we talked about the God of sorrow, but we'll be talking about the God of justice. And the big idea is this, is that God sees the world we all see. He knows that it's wrong. He doesn't dismiss it. He doesn't take a blind eye. He, of course, is slow in meting out his justice, but he will. And he will invite all of us to be a part of that. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Grace and peace.